What's going on, guys? I'm with Moose, and today I'm back on MLB 17, the show. Going to be talking a little bit more, or doing a little bit of a follow-up to a video I did last week about Pepe Alazar and creative players in general, because the show actually responded to a lot of people, not necessarily me in general, but a lot of the community sentiment out there, and I wanted to give you guys an update. So blog link down below, it's at the bottom under the show mailbag, but they were basically talking about, obviously, the 99 overall Pepe Alazar as a big factor in all this. So it says they talk in general about how you get him and whatnot. Now, the first question is, how many people actually have earned the hardware legend Pepe Alazar? And they said only 2 at the time of writing it, and that seems pretty accurate, because in the first place you need to get Joe Random, which is completing the entire Dynasty program, which, unless you spend a couple $1,000s, you're not going to get that done anytime soon. That's very, very difficult to do, or very expensive to do, I should say. And then on top of that, you need to get a bunch of stats with Joe Random and do some other stuff to actually get the Pepe Alazar. So very rare card, but still something that is concerning some people. So next question was, some of us would prefer if Pepe Alazar was removed from the game, since he's not a real player and he has 99 attributes across the board. What will you do? That's something that I kind of wanted as well. They said, while we appreciate your feedback, Pepe Alazar will remain in the game as a reward. However, we are offering in exchange for a real player, which is actually pretty cool in my opinion. So it says, starting today or yesterday, because the blog came out yesterday, you can earn Pepe Alazar, or if you earn Pepe Alazar, you can actually exchange him for either an Albert Pujols or a Chipper Jones if you'd like. Of course, you can choose to keep the Pepe Alazar with all 99 stats, which, if you're talking purely about statistics, he's definitely the way to go. But you could exchange him for this Albert Pujols, you guys can see here, with insane hitting stats, actually decent fielding, and okay speed as well for Albert. Or you can get this Chipper Jones right here, which also has great hitting stats, solid fielding, good speed, and so on. So clearly they're worse than Pepe, but for me, if I ever get the Dynasty program done, which I likely will, it will just take me until like September, October, I'll probably exchange him for like a Pujols or Chipper Jones. Just because I enjoy the real players more than the fake Pepe Alazar, but it's an option and it's nice to have that. They also said, or also had a question of, will Pepe Alazar remain in the Battle Royale draft pool? They said no, he has been removed, which I think is a fantastic thing. He does not need to be in that. Battle Royale is already tough enough if you get a guy with like 99 Ted Williams or 99 Ken Griffey or something like that. It doesn't even need to be harder with, like literally the best possible player in the game. So that's good to see. Next up, the question is, will there be more created type players like Alazar or Joe Random down the road? And they said nope. I think they heard the community loud and clear. Obviously, some of you guys like this kind of stuff, but I think in general, or at least the vocal majority of the people, don't really like this. So I'm glad they're kind of, removing them, or not removing them, but they're not going to add any more down the road. And then finally, it says, for ranked seasons, how stacked are the teams in each division? This is actually a question that doesn't really have anything to do with the creative players, but it's something that's interesting to see at the end of the blog here. And they basically break down the averages for team overalls in each division, and they pretty much go down from 85 at World Series all the way down to 78 in spring training. So basically, an all-gold team can potentially get to World Series. Of course, a lot of this depends on your skill and stuff like that. There's no guarantee that even if you have a great team, you'll be high up, or there's no guarantee that if you have a bad team, you won't go high up. It all depends on how good you are at the game, although obviously having a good team clearly helps. But hopefully this video was informative to you guys and helped you guys out kind of figuring out what's going on with Pepe Alazar and whatnot. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.